Oh, I sound ridiculous right now, but it's the truth. I'm not gonna lie. Hello my friends, welcome to the Perfect Palette tag, or Perfect Palette 2 tag. I did do the original Perfect Palette tag, I will leave that link down below, but this is actually in collaboration with my friend Nicole over at YayOrNayNicole. We are celebrating her 1-year anniversary as a reporter for What's Up in Makeup. She is our sales and deals reporter, so whenever you hear near the end of the show all those sales and deals, Nicole is the one that's gathered those for you. Nicole has a fantastic YouTube channel. She's so informative, knows exactly what she's talking about when it comes to makeup. She's absolutely stinking gorgeous. I mean, look at her. Look at her. She's gorgeous and she's so good with makeup, and she knows so much, and she, most importantly, is one of the sweetest people I've ever had the pleasure to meet on YouTube. I mean, just the nicest, kindest person. So if you are not familiar with Nicole's channel, I will link it there. I will also link it down below for you to check out. She's also doing the Perfect Palette 2 tag, so definitely check out her video as well. So now this tag's been out for a little while. It's been out, I guess it's been out since early spring, so I'm a little late to the game on this one, but I did have a lot of requests to do this when this tag was super popular. So when Nicole said she wanted to do it with me, I was like, yes, definitely. So let's go ahead into the first question, which is eyeliner, brush, or nothing included. Personally, unless it's a liquid eyeliner included, I really don't want anything. Like if Kat Von D put in a tattoo liner and Trooper in her eyeshadow palette, I would not complain. But a regular pencil liner, brush, I mean, they're okay. I think it just depends on how big of a makeup junkie you are and how many brushes and eyeliners you already own. Because I do own a lot, I don't need any more. I'd rather have extra shadow space. That's just me personally. Number 2, name a palette you've hit pan on. This one's really sad question, and I was a little sad to even see this on here. I've never hit pan on a palette. Never. Because I'm constantly buying new palettes and trying new palettes, so there's never time to hit pan on anything. People ask me all the time, Jen, do a project pan. It's like, no, you don't understand. It would take me years to hit pan on anything. Like, it's not the way I operate. I like to try lots of different things, and then I pass along things that I am, not using anymore to people who want them. Like, I'm here to review things for you, not to hit pan. That's just kind of where I'm at. I don't know what that makes me, but I like to review products and I like to try lots of different things, so I never hit pan, ever. Oh, I sound ridiculous right now, but it's the truth. I'm not gonna lie. All right, favorite naked palette. So this is really, they mean like a neutral palette. So my favorite neutral palette is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I love this thing. I love this palette. It is so fab. And lately, especially ever since I did my my review of all of the Too Faced Smelly palettes, I'm hearing more people and more mixed reviews of this. I feel like it's pretty positive reviews on the original Chocolate Bar palette. If you don't know anything about the Chocolate Bar palette, if you're curious more about these Too Faced palettes, I will link my video down below that talks about all of the smelly palettes. I review, I think, 4 or 5 of these Too Faced palettes, but this one's my favorite. I love the color variety in it, and I love the color payoff on the shadows. Overall, they make me super happy. I'm not going to go into too much because, I have a full review, but just know that this palette makes me happy in my heart. I've said this before and I will say it again. If I were to be made into an eyeshadow palette, I would want to be made into this. This would be me in an eyeshadow palette. It is me. It smells like chocolate and it does what it's supposed to do, which is what I hope to do in life. Do what I'm supposed to do. Does that even make sense? I don't even think that makes any sense. Okay, favorite holiday or limited edition palette. Definitely gonna go with the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette. Oh my gosh, how I love this thing. And let me tell you why I love this. Okay, with this palette, the reason why I love this palette is because of the inner wheel. The inner wheel makes everything possible. It really helps the looks all fall together. And the thing is this palette looks really scary. It's got lots of scary colors, but I'm telling you, I wore this yellow to work. Okay, you can make colors work and make them wearable. I've worn a lot of these colors to work, these bright colors, because what you can do is you can tone them down with some of these lighter shades that are in here. You use these as your transition shades, and then you can tone them down to a point where they're wearable. And I have so much fun with this palette. I really love it a lot. I use it all the time. I haven't been using it quite as much lately because I've been playing with my Alice in Wonderland palette more, but I know I will be going back to using this very, very soon because I love it. I number 5 is another fail question for me. It says, name a palette you would repurchase or wish you had a back above if it was no longer available. Besides maybe the chocolate bar, I honestly feel like most eyeshadows at this point are dupable to an extent, where you can get a very similar look with another eyeshadow palette. And honestly, I used to say My Naked 2 was one that I would repurchase, Desert Island, all of that, but I don't feel that way anymore because I feel like, you know, with all of the companies out there that are making eyeshadow palettes and how often people are coming out with new palettes and brands are coming out with new palettes, I mean, it's like, it's never ending. So I don't feel like any product is irreplaceable anymore, you know, just because it's just the market is so saturated with new products, especially having What's Up in Makeup, my makeup news show. It's like, I hear about all these eyeshadow palettes that come out all the time, and it's like, how many eyeshadow palettes do we really need in life? Like, you know, so I don't know. I feel like I have no eyeshadow palettes at this point where I feel like I just could not live without them. Number 6 is name a shade you wish were sold individually, and there is one, and it is the shade Creme Brulee that is in the chocolate bar palette. This shade is gorgeous. It is a gold with like a pink undertone, like a pink like shift to it. Oh my gosh, I've never seen a shade like this. It is so, so gorgeous. Number 7 is to pick a question from the original Perfect Palette tag, and my one that I'm going to be picking is best color names. And this is by far my favorite palette for color names. This is the Balm Jovi palette. This is the Rockstar Face palette. Oh my gosh, the names in here, look, it says rock and roll in here, and it just brings me back to my childhood in the 80s and 90s. So we have Metallica, Iron Maiden, Led Zeppelin, and Alice Cooper. And then in the middle is a bunch of classical music. So over here is the heavy metals. These are the classicals. So you have Adagio, Allegro, Moderato, I don't know if I said that right, and Presto. And then over here is the alternative rock and roll section. So you have Blink 1982, The Stroke, Rem, and Third Eye Blinded. Now it gets better. My favorite ones are down here. So this is Disco Disco Solid Gold, which is a golder version of Mary Luminizer. And then Pop Pop Don't You Want Me, which is a really nice blush. Down here, Millie and Vanilli. Yes, and the best part about Millie and Vanilli is they are the lip sync playback duo. If you don't know Milli Vanilli, Google it. Google it. Another thing I really like is it says top 4 smoking hot looks, like a it's like top 4, how we used to have the top 40. So you've got different eyeshadow combinations down here on the flap, which I think is pretty genius. So the Balm is really good at being creative, so definitely wins for the most creative names. And the last one is name the palette you would recommend to a friend, and that would definitely be the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. I feel like this palette is one that everybody should own, regardless of skin color, regardless of price point. I mean, like, this is a $5 palette, I believe, and it is so stinking awesome. And I really believe that anybody can use this palette and get great looks out of it. The other thing is stamped inside is what you can use it for. I mean, of course, you don't have to stick to that, but it says brow bone, eyelid, crease, and definer, and you can go down there and anybody can use this palette. I mean, really and truly, I don't know anybody that doesn't love Wet n Wild Comfort Zone. If you don't love Wet n Wild Comfort Zone, I would love to hear about it, why in the world you don't like this, because I can't imagine any reason why anybody wouldn't like this. It's stinking amazing, and the quality is amazing, the price is amazing, there's nothing wrong with this palette, nothing. Lasting power is amazing, blendability, everything, and it's $5. $5. If Wet n Wild could do this all the time, they would always have my money. Unfortunately, they don't, but yes, on Wet n Wild Comfort Zone. So that is my Perfect Palette 2 tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, and you're not already subscribed, if you're coming over from Nicole's channel or somewhere else, definitely click that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos in the future, including Nicole's contributions on What's Up in Makeup. That link to the latest news show is also over there. If you're on a mobile device, links are down below. And if you're curious about more of my content, older content, if you're a current subscriber and you've never seen some of my older videos, you can click on my face and that'll take you to some of my older videos. Well, one of my older videos that I think that you'll enjoy, and it's just fun to kind of take you back to where I used to be, and it's just a fun thing to do. So if you're curious about that and you're on mobile, you can click the mystery link video down below, or you can click my face if you're on a desktop or a laptop computer. Once again, don't forget to check out Nicole's video, again linked down below, or search for YayOrNayNicole. She is an awesome person, and I would love it if you would head over there and check it out. Thank you again so much for watching. Mad love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!